what do I do? What's like, do you have any advice? And he was kind of like, the harness gets annoying. You'll have like bruises.
It's still one of the top moments in my career just to go play something like that.
I mean, Supergirl, when you hear that, that's a big title. Yeah. So I'm sure that came with some pressure. So walk me through the emotions from when you first got the job to now as, release is almost here.
Just kind of different stages of fear. And that's kind of what drew me to ultimately take on the part, because I think it's really important to do things that utterly terrify you so you can learn and grow from them. But yeah, I was incredibly anxious and nervous going into it, but then as soon as we started shooting, I felt like I was in such safe hands with Craig, and with Anna, and with Chantal, and with absolutely everybody involved. And then, when you make a movie, it's your own little baby, as you know. Yes, and then suddenly it's like it's everybody else's, and you're like, no, I want it kind of back in a way. So just riding the wave, I guess.
When writing this script, what was so important for you to kind of preserve in this?
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was the characterization of Kara being somebody who's sort of lost soul and hasn't found herself, and her reconciling her past with her present life as a hero, and that really she can't fully be that hero until she integrates what happened to her into her life. And then the relationship between the two girls being the thing that brings her to herself. I absolutely loved that in the comic, and I tried to translate it as best I could into the script.
When you got the call for finally tapping into Lobo, walk me through that moment. What was that like?
I mean, it's just, as screaming, happy. I'm excited to hear what they're going to be doing with it. Peter Safran's is a family, and James is, part of the family too. So it was nice for them to, right when they got the job, I was like, we're doing this, right? And thank God they did. But yeah, it's very exciting. And then at the same time, the big pinch me moments, like when you put everything on and you look in the mirror. So I just kind of waited till we put everything on, get the eyes in there, and then you turn around and it's just it's still one of the top moments in my career just to go play something like that.
What iconic character is next? That's my question for you.
I mean, Duncan Idaho, he's back. We'll be doing that. So we're hitting them all. I think there's some unfinished business in the Fast territory. So Dante, I'm sure, will be back. I spent a lot of time directing and working on Chief of War. So I mean, there'll probably be some stuff within the Hawaiian culture I might do.
To enter the DC universe as Millie, what was that like for that preparation?
Different stages of fear, basically. I think I just had to trust that everybody around me was making the right decision. I don't know. I kind of just treated it like every other job. You show up, you want to do the best that you absolutely can do, and you're given, which you're not always given on every job, but the utter privilege to be working with everybody who is the best in the world at what they do, and that is so fulfilling to see. The set department, the costume department, the writers, the actors, everybody is there to make this thing the best thing that it can be, and everybody's ability is absolutely outstanding. So when you get to live in that space for how many months, that's the most exciting thing to me, is always the making of the job.
Did David, aka Superman, give you any advice when you first got this job?
No. I asked him, because I have a scene with David in the film, and it was our first day of shooting, my first day of shooting.
That was your first day?
Yeah. And it was terrifying. And it was freezing, and we were outside, and I was like, can you give me, what do I do? What's do you have any advice? And he was kind of like, the harness gets annoying. You'll have bruises and whatever. But I think that, you can't really prepare anybody for what this experience entails, because I think it has so much to do with fundamentally how you are as a person. So.
Love it. I love it. I love to see you on our big screen. But Jason, looking at how your preparation for Lobo compared to your other previous DC roles, tell me about that. What was different?
I think it was a lot quicker and easier with Lobo, having proven myself with Aquaman. So it's a bit of a different experience on that. It took 4 movies, where I was doing that, where this is just kind of coming in, having a real fun time on her movie. and just bring a little chaos, a little bit of help. So I think the expectations are a little bit different. It's been a little easier.
Now, looking at Millie as Supergirl, being in those scenes with her, I mean, tell me about that.
Well, my first introduction scene with her is pretty amazing because we had that massive fight scene, and that might have been one of the biggest stages I've ever been in my life. And so just kind of stepping into Craig's world, like he built a beautiful world and all the characters. And so we're back to back fighting everyone. So that was like a neat introduction to everything and like seeing how she can handle that. And then we have a little, back and forth within that scene. But it was a fun scene. And then the one in the bar was it's just super playful. And we had a good time doing that one too.
Is she your perfect Supergirl?
Oh my God.
You're like, no.
But I was like, no one's asked.
No
and
one's
I've
asked,
been dying
and
to say that the
thank
answer
God.
is no. Thank God for you.
Yeah.
She actually is, and I'm not just saying that. It was clear
Because
from
I'm next to you.
yeah. So we'll talk, you and I, later. But it was clear from the first audition tape she sent in, like, oh, she exists. Thank goodness. What else would we have done if we hadn't found Millie?
You CGI Supergirl.
Yeah, exactly. That would look great.
It looked great on screen.
Yeah, it would look normal.
Millie, Anna, thank you for your time.
Thank
June
you.
26th, you guys created such a great project, so I'm excited for the world to see.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
See ya.